Today, Shiba Inus are exploding. There have been a lot of huge shifts, but the biggest one, unthinkable, that's what Coinbase accomplished. Just suddenly, all those Shiba Inus vanished. In the span of a single day, BlackRock also added millions to it. At this point, everyone is curious. What this might mean for Shiba Inus is that they are in for a serious and unstoppable storm. Why is this taking place? How will Shiba Inus change from how they are now? Allow me to clarify. Important notice, Shiba Inus are having a wild day today. At first glance, the price may appear to be falling. Nevertheless, it is actually making a gradual recovery. The events around the pricing, though, are the most bizarre. The vitality of the neighborhood? Not at all like that. Many are enthusiastic. Today, Shiba Inus are all the rage. Everything is getting a bit out of hand, and it feels like a major storm is on the way. The positive kind. Allow me to explain. A massive change has occurred at Coinbase. We're talking about a sudden disappearance of billions of Shiba Inus. That isn't a minor matter. This kind of action typically portends a big development. Also, the trillion-dollar behemoth BlackRock has just gone and bought up a huge quantity of cryptocurrency. This was unexpected. The market was taken aback, and the Shiba Inu community was even more enthralled. Is there a connection between all of this now? Is there any connection between BlackRock's massive crypto acquisition and the current situation with Shiba Inus? No one has officially verified it, but the timing couldn't be more ideal. However, please bear with me. I know what you're thinking. The chart. Has the price reflected this change yet? At least one expert thinks something fascinating is occurring. A lot of buyers are sitting on this crucial support area, and Shiba Inu just dipped and tested it. It began to bounce back though rather than plummet. In addition, a bullish pattern is developing in which the lows are becoming higher. If the price remains stable above that temporary floor, it may cause Shiba Inu to surge into its next resistance zone, when sellers typically enter the picture. In the event that it surpasses that, things might get dicey, to put it mildly. The clues are pointing to something much bigger happening underneath. So yeah, even though today began off rough, pressure is growing on the charts amid all the hoopla. Whales are moving and major investors like BlackRock are involved. As far as anyone can tell, Shiba Inu is preparing for a major event. Now tell me what transpired. Something huge has happened recently, and the crypto community and the Shiba Inu community in particular is talking about it. With the transfer of more than 56 billion tokens, this might be the largest Shiba Inu transaction we've witnessed in the last day. A billion, I see. No, that is not an error. How much was that transfer worth? Approximately $680,000 in value, all at once. The intriguing part, though, begins at this point. Neither a series of minor transactions nor some haphazard wallet activity could account for this. Only one clean transfer was made. Avoid splitting and batching. The professional platform used by high-level institutions and serious crypto investors, Coinbase Prime, may be easily transferred to a new wallet with just one forceful move. A new location, no past, no transactions, no sound at all prior to this monumental change. That is already out of the ordinary. The presence of such large sums of money emanating from such obscure sources is typically indicative of malicious intent. Someone is preparing for an event. This is undoubtedly not your average change. Whether we're talking about long-term cold storage, a strategic private transaction, or something much more significant going on behind the scenes. What about the time? Looks suspicious as heck. The positive kind. For the simple reason that BlackRock came in and dropped their own bomb at the exact same moment as this enormous Shiba Inu transfer was taking place. Their purchase of Ethereum was valued at more over $16 million. In silence. Hold on a second. Done. Just a tidy relocation. You must now inquire why. What gives? Why at this very second? Neither buzz nor gut sentiments will ever lead BlackRock to make a decision. They run their business on in-depth analysis, strategic planning, and proprietary information. So it's a major red flag if they're now investing so heavily in cryptocurrency. It's almost here. People are speculating wildly because of how close the purchase was to the Shiba Inu transaction, even though they paid with Ethereum. Must there be a connection between them all? Keep it in mind, as billions of Shiba Inu tokens are being transferred from a prominent exchange to an undisclosed wallet. One of the world's largest financial organizations is making a huge investment in cryptocurrency. That is intentional. To me, that sounds like getting ready. Some sort of event is imminent. Based on that, even before the general population becomes aware, the major players are setting up shop. This is precisely why there is a flurry of activity among Shiba Inu breeders at the moment. Today the price is only one consideration. The significance of these signals is at issue. Big things always seem to happen when we witness these kinds of behind-the-scenes maneuvers. It could be anything that brings Shiba Inu even closer to the wider crypto community, like a new use case, or a big listing. No two moves are ever the same. They're planning ahead. No one in the intelligent community pays any mind when the wise money starts piling up. It may not appear like anything major is happening just yet, but something is cooking behind the radar, and the Shiba Inu price is still on the mend. A huge change is on the horizon, and all these indicators point in that direction. A breakthrough, a surge. Another important consideration is this. Shiba Inus aren't only for high rollers and those with deep pockets. Scaling is happening behind the scenes, in a calm, steady, and forceful manner. Similar to what Lucy, the head marketer for Shiba Inus, noted in a recent tweet. Something simple yet powerful was shared by her. The number of Shiba Inu owners has surpassed 1,513,000 and is continuing to rise. That is momentum, not only a numerical value. Plus her inquiry was spot on. This is progress, isn't it? Or are more individuals just transferring their tokens from exchanges to their own personal storage? Can you believe it? Perhaps it's both. In any case, everything is taking place on-chain. So it's happening right in the middle of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, and it's real and transparent. It is clear from this change. When investors begin to decentralize their holdings, it's frequently a sign that they see value in the long run. They won't be flipped in a day. Their purpose here is to support, to construct, and to contribute to a greater whole. Additionally, this is highly relevant to the current events. A rising number of individual holders are locking in their positions, adding to the list of recent developments that includes whale movements, significant institutional interest, exchange withdrawals, community excitement, and more. Everything seems to be fitting together now. The gigantic beings are shifting to one side. Meanwhile, the community is growing. A more solid base is being laid. As the price continues to level out, Shiba Inu is beginning to feel like more than just a joke coin. It's becoming a genuine decentralized ecosystem. With each new holder, on-chain transaction, smart contract upgrade, or Shibarium release, we go closer to realizing that larger goal. While things may appear crazy right now, the scale, growth, and belief become apparent when you take a step back. The Shiba Inu is more like a tank, always ready for action. Even when looking at the big picture, the future of Shiba Inus is bright. A developer working on Shiba Inu even tweeted a teaser about future content. He revealed something quite intriguing. In the future, we will introduce more lively and entertaining levels powered by Shiba AI. Could you please explain what that means? At least it demonstrates that the squad isn't doing nothing as the price swings. Construction has begun. They are continuing to advance. More entertaining, dynamic, and engaging for the community is what they're aiming for in the Shiba Inu environment. The focus has shifted beyond tokens. Features driven by artificial intelligence, gamified experiences, and genuine innovation that attracts more users are what we're talking about. People who wish to make use of Shiba Inu's creations, as well as those who wish to invest in them, are essential. Not to mention that is monumental. For the simple reason that it is the key to a project's longevity. That is the key to making it more than just a passing fad. What happens when major actors subtly place themselves in the background? The community is robust, and the developers are so active. Combinations like that typically result in huge things happening in the future. Watching the news and charts is good for the short term, but what about the long term? The Shiba Inu is setting the stage for an entirely new dimension. I mean it. Not only is the future bright, but it is also becoming more intelligent, quicker, and more entertaining by the day. Therefore, what is your view on the matter? Drop a comment in the space provided. Make sure you click on one of the videos you see on the screen if you are keen to find out more. Here we are, at the conclusion of this video. Genuinely occurring. Allow me to clarify. With the crypto sector getting ready for some rough times, the market drop has sent shockwaves through the digital environment. A possible rough road ahead has investors